Hello. I'm back. I'm back. Done a quick little test. Hello. It is Jody Gambini, and we have inside Camp Gambini, we tape 2 times a week. One is Motivational Monday, and Motivational Monday is just all about motivation, normally kind of preparing us for the week. And then we do Campfire Friday, which we kind of join around. And I normally share something, people join in. It could be spontaneous sometimes, it looks different every single time. So while you guys are joining, make sure we do the Camp Gambini way. And let's see here. I just want to double check that you can hear me. Okay. Join around. Yay, you can hear me. Hello, Sheila. You guys come on in. And you are new. Make sure you say hello. All right. Let us know where you're joining from. So hi, Amy Green. Hi, Joe. Right, have you. Great. Wow. What was the highlight of your day, your week, your everything? If you guys don't know, give and let's see here. All right. Okay, what's going on here? I was going to try to text you guys something. All right. Okay. So, first off, what did you say, Amy? I like your hair down like that. Well, I actually had a shower, Amy. So I use a lot of times, it really depends. Sometimes I used my volume shampoo, and I my hair almost dried, so I have this one little, it's kind of like a curling hair blow dryer, but it doesn't work when your hair's super duper wet. It only really works. So I used it a little. So it has a little tiny wave. Plus, I have this window open over here. In the morning, the sun shines so bad that it gives me this weird glare. So in the late afternoon, like today when I'm going live, which is 5 o'clock here, it always gives me the best lighting. So my hair kind of looks a little fuller. It's still dark. It always looks darker in here. Um, it's dark. I haven't had it highlighted. If you can see, I was realizing my hair's been growing a lot since I've started the last year of using um, Uniquely You liquid individual collagens. I've been using it every day, and my eyebrows grow like crazy. And my hair, I could tell first of all, I've had to trim it myself, but not recently. But my highlights, it's like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you probably can see it on this side a little bit better. They're like way down to here. That means my hair grew this much in the last year and a half. Whoa, that's a lot. Um, and it definitely feels long, even though like I've snipped it several times. Nothing professional whatsoever. But you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I really have been considering like using some kind of hair dye or something and lightening up my hair a little bit. But a lot of times it lightens up more in the sun. I've been trying to get out in the sun. I've seriously considered using lemon juice on my hair. When I was a kid, I used to use that. Seriously considering that. So, welcome, 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 everybody. It is our episode 59. It is August 14th here, but who knows when you're going to watch it. And I said, say hello and let us know where you're joining. So we've got J Jo. She says, seeing my kids and my dad together was a highlight. Awesome. Awesome. Amy saying I'm funny. Yeah, I'm silly. I'm definitely silly. And I probably overshare way more than I should. And I've got makeup on today. So I have been wearing my glasses a lot. Little trick. Um, when you wear your glasses, these ones are like from BB. I got them last year through my optometrist. Love my optical guy. Um, but and I love his assistant. She's just the sweetest. And my last two sets of glasses, the last ones, they had these little things here and the lenses fell out. And so she like really in the midst of a whole lot of hard stuff going on, in my life, I think I was only home for like 3 days. She helped me try on different ones. And one, they actually have like a blue rim. I'm sure you guys have seen me wear them. And yes, I also have to wear the little can see close up sighted. Anyway, I'm nearsighted and farsighted these days. So anyway, but the trick is like literally between that little reflective there and that they're really big. Just saying, if you're not going to put your makeup on and you don't have time to do anything, if you don't notice, if I don't have any mascara and I don't have anything on my eyes are kind of deep set and I look like I have no lashes. So I sometimes look a little tired, but I put those glasses on and they are like magic. So with everything that's been going on the last few months, I have honestly, I think since probably April, I've been wearing my glasses a lot. Plus, it actually makes it a little easy with things. So anyway, today I decided I've been trying to do some tutorials, kind of how to's with kind of more like product reviews, giving a little tip instead of these long ones with unique. And so I didn't get to my eyeshadow tip today, but this is literally, I call it using your finger. So I just literally used one eyeshadow brush with a little transition, and then I just took one color and went like this, and one color went like this. Put a little bit of, I don't even really, I have the Beauty Foundation Serum. I love that serum. It's like doing work underneath my skin, and it and then the foundation part is super duper liquidy and light. So anyway, I'm loving it all. So that could be it too, Amy. That have a little makeup on. I'm noticing people notice. Blessings. Hi, hi, hi. So, okay, I did, hey, Matthew, darling, if you guys did not see my post, um, bless Matthew, because I don't know if you guys have ever gotten friend requests and you're like, I wonder if it's the person. Anybody else do like me and you're like, yeah, I think I will just not say anything, it's probably not them, but you don't send them a message and ask them if it's them. So Matthew and my sister-in-law Lavon both did that for me today. So surprise. And so on my personal page I posted, and I think I posted it in here too. So that one at that point didn't have a picture on it. I changed my picture because sometimes they'll try to use the same exact profile picture you had up, which was me dressed as Mrs. Santa Claus. So that is not my profile picture right now. I went back to kind of my professional one I got done in a outdoor photo shoot when Dan and I were getting our pictures done by my friend Christine Kimball. She is amazing. And so I think I have like a little star shirt on, and it looks like fall to winter. So it's a little older picture because it's summer here. Anyway, if you guys didn't know, make sure that you drop this right here. And then, hi, Tony, how are you? Hello. Oh, so let me hold on here. I had wrote a couple questions down. I don't think everybody let me know where they're joining from. So I am going to drop that in here right now. Let me know where you're joining from. Did you all tell me? So we had wild weather yesterday. It was really interesting. I just posted a video. I did one on my Facebook page and I did a different one on they're both with sunsets, but different sunsets, different videos that I did last night. Because it seems like my Facebook users like a little longer video, and it seems like my Instagram peeps like a shorter one. And now I'm over on, if you haven't followed me on TikTok, please go follow me. It's Jody Gambini. So I have a new profile up. And I guess I have to have 1,000 people before I could go live. And I have a friend that wants me to come join her live and go on and just release words and encouragement. So we're trying to get me up to 1,000. I think I'm like at 35 right now. So was super helpful. What I do like is they've got some cool features. And so you can put something in and then it like does all these cool things with it. So anyway, if you also follow me on Instagram, which I'm Jody Gambini just everywhere pretty much if I can do it. So that's my handle over on Instagram too. So yeah, today was a little different. I did 2 different songs. I did the song from my friends from the Awakening Maui Church. Just been thinking about Maui, been in touch with them, and their music is amazing. So if you follow me on Instagram, definitely go follow them. And then I did Brandon Lake's song, Too Good to Not Believe. So as I was putting those together, I just kept hearing about wonder and God's wonder. And I swear we probably already talked about this. I feel like God's had it on my heart. So I wrote out a few scriptures and I'm going to share them with you guys. So yeah, let us know where you're joining from. We're going to get right into it because I only have a little bit of time. But hi, Dr. Roxy. Oh my gosh, how are you? Hey, Dr. Roxy. Hey. Great to have you. So yeah, let us know where you're joining from. And then I also had another one I was going to ask you all. Oh, wait, I think I already asked you that one. Okay. So anyway, what has been going on with you guys? I was going to ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so good, 10 being really good, how today was for you all. It's always, yeah, for me, I was just thinking about it. I'm like, man, my days are quite interesting. So I woke up with somebody trying to invite all my friends to go over to them. So I had to go do all these things. And then we also have a situation going on with our little Miss Pumpkin, one of our cats. And she was Pharaoh. She came to us. She was, I think her mom and her both got mauled by something. And so she had this big bite. And so she's always been a little like, she has these little issues with her skin. My mom was telling me about her dog, Lady, gets these hot spots, and she found something with Clyded Silver, which if you've never used Clyded Silver, it's amazing for your immune system. If you start to even get a sore throat, you can gurgle with it. And then it also works amazing for any type of acne, any type of like you get bug bites, anything. It like literally clears those guys up. So I've always used it. So my husband we got some, but now we've got like this whole pet edition um stuff. And they're out of Eugene, Oregon, which my aunt and uncle don't live very far from Eugene. Well, they're moving over to the coast. So I don't know how far they live now, but they used to live about an hour from Eugene. And anyway, coming in and out, and us putting all this stuff on her. And then now we have a syringe to give her a little bit of, it's like a liquid. It literally looks like water. So, yeah, so we had all those things going on along with, um, I just feel like it's been an interesting day. I don't even think, um, you wake up and you're like, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got it going on. I'm doing good. And then all of a sudden, you're like, yeah, what the heck happened? I'm all these things came up, and now I think I didn't even get in the shower till 10. So Amy said she thought my hair looked really good. I'm like, yeah, because I had a shower today. And it's kind of fresh hair. And I actually, because part of it was just one of those crazy days where I didn't even get my hair dried till, have you ever done that where it's like air dried and you're like, oh my gosh, if I don't go blow dry it a little, it's not going to have any fluff or style or anything. And then I decided to just put a little bit of makeup on. So, um, hmm, okay. Well, I had planned to ask you all, I don't know what's going on. Okay. We're just going to roll with it. I don't know what's going on here. I had written out to say on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you guys? But I don't know. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I was going to ask you, I had it typed out. I was trying to be a little organized. It didn't work. And I've got to get off by 5:30 because I've got to go stick some green beans. We're having green beans. Oh, we've tried something really cool. Oh, somebody said on a scale of 1 to 10, there are 5. Well, that's pretty good. That's right in the middle. So we get these prime ribs. If you're a vegetarian, I apologize. But we get beef out of Idaho. It's grass fed, all the things. I don't know if it's whatever the latest thing is, but it's really, really good, super lean and amazing. And we get sometimes prime ribs. I know, a good problem to have, but we have like 3 prime rib roast or 4 between my outside freezer and my inside freezer. And so I'm said to my husband, I said, he's like, why'd you take a prime rib out? Because it seems like the only time we make prime rib is when we have people or it's a holiday. Okay. Well, I said, what if we cut them? And I think they call them tomahawk steaks. I think they might they might just call them prime rib steaks. I don't know, but we basically cut them in between the the bones, and so they have this little thing that sticks out. So we cooked 2 of them on Friday night, I think, and they were delicious. And then we had 2 more left. But Dan decided to take one down to our neighbor. Um, yeah, It's good to be our neighbor. Sometimes we take things down to you, our one neighbors, but our neighbors are all so good to us. I think Dan took shrimp and a tomahawk steak down. Oh yeah, and on Saturday night I made us. Um, I made salmon, but we had extra. Like, do you ever um, do that like it's just like sometimes we go and we still had leftovers. I should have had that for lunch. I forgot about that. Anyway, and then I've been making stuffed peppers. I'm always trying to use everything that I've got frozen in meat and then fresh veggies and stuff like that. So that's what we got going on. I don't know if you've ever heard of a tomahawk steak. I think that's what Dan said. Good morning, Jules. Hello. So that's what's going on. So we are having, he already cooked it, but we got some fresh green beans and I a whole bunch of fresh tomatoes. So I'm going to cut all that up, have dinner, then I got to get back on at 6:30 for I'm on the prayer team at my church, and so every 2 weeks we have a prayer meeting, and so we're having that, and that goes to like 8. So it's always action packed around here. On top of I've got to return some calls, so I want to get to keep telling me guys where you're at, where you're joining from, and I want to get to it all kind of started with this sunset last night that I got because so I live here in Stockton, California, but I didn't tell you all. And typically if it's 95, it's a dry heat and it felt dry. And then I pulled into my driveway and it first of all, I had a feather fall on the top of my car. And I've been having this weird thing. It's the third one I'd seen. I'd seen one in a video, another sunset that I recorded. I'm like, how the heck did I miss that? And it's literally this feather that dropped while I was taking pictures. I don't know where it came from. And then the day before, I was sitting out on our patio and I've been asking God for signs and wonders, like for the promises that he is promised me and promising us all, right? And things that maybe have seem really hard. And I so all of a sudden I had these. I'm still not sure where they came from. They might have, as I'm looking in my backyard, maybe they were white flowers, but it literally looked like a whole bunch of feathers, and they came up over my my roof from the backyard into the front yard, and it looked like feathers were coming down. Afterwards, it looked like it was probably flowers, but so 3 different times. So I'm just like, okay, this is interesting. Then thunder. Then I get out and I'm like, I feel like I'm living in Alabama or something. I went back to Alabama in like August, September one year for training. And oh my goodness, I'm like, okay, I will take 110 in Redding, California, or anywhere where it's hot any day over this like sticky stuff. So it felt like that. And then I went inside and I said to my husband, I go, did you hear? I'm like, did you hear the thunder? And he's like, no, I didn't hear it. And then all of a sudden he's like, wait, it's raining. So then it started to rain. Then as I was cleaning the dishes, I looked out and the other people sunset and the angle that you have. So we're kind of down under. So I don't think I got like where other people see it directly. And these clouds were wild. I mean, they were dark and beautiful, and you could see like white in the middle while the sun set. So they're super pretty. So I took a picture with that. And then as I've been doing the pictures and doing my little reels and the stuff, it's just like God's wonder. So I looked up a couple scriptures and I just wanted to share. This is your motivational Monday. And if somebody wants to drop them, that would be great. Hi, Courtney. Oh, I see Miss Courtney too. Okay. And Dr. Roxy. Um, I just like saying your name. Anyway, I'm trying to get over here. So yeah, it feels like there's a lot of interesting things going on. And I'm just like, okay, God, what are you speaking? What are you saying? Because it's super unusual. Super unusual. We don't get thunder and lightning very much here with like a really humid day. It's very unusual. We get hot days in the summer, but we don't like other places. I've been in Colorado and it's like it seems like every day it rains for like only 15 minutes, but in the summer it seems like it rains every single day. 77 verses 14 to 20. Let's see if I'm going to be able 14 to 20 because I don't know if you guys do this, but you know, I sometimes just ask Google about I'll be like, "Google, what does it say about wonder in the Bible?" I don't know if you guys do that, but it's actually turned into a really cool thing. So, verse 14 says, "You are the God who performs miracles, miracles, signs, and wonders." Miracles, signs, and wonders. So, this one's around miracle. This verse 14, if somebody wants to share it. With your mighty arm, you redeem your people, the descendants of Jacob and Joseph. The waters saw you, God. The waters saw you and writhed. The very depths were convulsed. The clouds poured down water. The heavens resounded with thunder. Your arrows flashed back and forth. Like, I just thought that this whole scripture, like, really, I felt like described my afternoon and watching my sunset last night. So I'm like, wow, God, that is amazing. So, what are you saying? It says, your thunder was heard in a whirlwind, your lightning lit up the world, and the earth trembled and quaked. Your path through the sea, your way through the mighty waters, though your footprints were not seen. You led your people like a flock by hand of Moses and Aaron. He performs miracles. He does amazing things. So then the next one I went over to was still in Psalms, kind of going backwards, Psalm 19:1. And this says, the heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaimed the work of his hands. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. The heavens declare the glory. I just felt like this is on God's heart. He's like, keep your eyes open. I feel like he's wanting to display his glory in the midst of all this hard stuff. I've been just praying for the people of Maui on. If you haven't heard, I've been trying to share some of the stuff my friends have been sharing. Sometimes I can't share it. Sometimes it's only in my stories. But anyway, that I just felt like the heavens declare the glory of God. The sky proclaims the work of his hands. Day after day, they pour forth speech. Night after night, they reveal knowledge. They have no speech. They use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet the voice goes out into the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In the heavens, God has pitched a tent for the sun. So that is Psalm 19, verses 1 through 3. And then Job 9, verse 10. 9, verse 10. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. God performs wonders that cannot be fathomed. So if you're in a place right now where it really seems like you're in an impossible situation, it really seems like you're at the end of the book, but you're just ending a chapter, I promise you. And God, He is speaking that He performs wonders, He performs miracles. He is wants to release glory. Like this is who He is. It was really fun as I looked these up. And I sometimes like to go to the verse 8. He alone the waves of the sea. He is the maker of the bear and the Orion, the Pleiades of the constellations of the south. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed. When he passes me, I cannot see him. When he goes by me, I cannot perceive him. That is Job 9:10. I just went a couple verses up, 8 and 9. And then also, I'm going to go over to Job. If I can get back over there. Job 5. And it's interesting because certain books of the Bible tend to come up at the same time for me. And Job has been one because there's Job and there's Joel. And so I was trying to find something and I thought it was in Job, but it was actually in Joel. So I'm like, okay, God, you're speaking in Job today, not Joel. And so, okay. Chapter 5, verse 9. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed. Oh, wait. Okay, I must have looked up Job 5:9. I apologize. I said it was the other one, but it wasn't. Now I'm going to look up Job 9:10. That is wild. It literally, almost verse for verse, says the exact same thing in two different chapters of Job. Why as God was really talking about wonder and miracles. It says almost the exact same thing. He performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. So that is Job 9:10. And then Job 5:9. That is so funny. 5:9 is he performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. It's the exact same verse. It's 9:10 in one and 5:9 in the other. Oh my gosh. Whoa, double portion, guys. I didn't even really know that it was in there. I've read it, but when you don't know where to go. And it's in the book of Job 2 times. Job is the one that got all kinds of trials and problems. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was what I wanted to read. There were 4 verses, Psalm 77, 14 through 20, but I'm like blown away. Wow. Amy, is that not wild? Like, obviously, God is speaking because I'm just going to tell you, I wrote them both down and I didn't read them. And I heard the Lord say, go on and share about wonders and miracles and just read the scriptures I'm giving you. So I'm kind of blown away. I'm probably up to the couple dozen of these clouds and lightning sunsets. Oh, you have like a dozen? I know. You've got there in Tennessee, you've got some amazing weather. You're out walking and you've taken half a dozen pictures and videos of these awesome sunset clouds. Oh my gosh, Amy, I'm sure you're gonna post them. I can't wait to see them. So wow. I'm just saying, I'm kind of blown away right now. Hi, Sylvia. I'm kind of blown away, guys, because I've never had that happen. I don't think I've ever seen the exact same verse in two different chapters, let alone it's in the same book. So it's both in Job. I thought I was looking up the wrong thing. Okay, so I was looking it up in the NIV. Now let's look it up in King James. Maybe it looks different. So verse 9 says, he does great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. Okay. And then let's go over to Job 9, verse 10. He does great things past finding out. Yes, wonders without numbers. Okay, so in the King James Version, the two verses are interpreted different, but in the NIV version, they are literally miracles and wonders is the word they use in both. So that is so crazy. I really feel like God's speaking in that. Just because the other place He's had me is Joel 2 verses 23 through 27, which is that the double portion that he will give back all that the locusts have took. So I just want to encourage you guys, no matter where you're at, don't give up. Get your hopes up and get ready for double for your trouble. Double portion, double for your trouble. I know sometimes that seems impossible, but I'm just saying, I mean, two different chapters and verses, and they exactly said the exact same thing. That is double right there. Blessings, blessings. So I just release that over you. The last example of wonder. So yesterday, normally we do baptisms at my church at the late service, but kind of early. Well, they decided to do something different, and they decided to do it after the second service. And so I always am in back and kind of praying. And the pastor had said that he was going to um, ask for, I knew he was going to ask, I felt, because sometimes when people are there, I just kept praying and praying, really felt it. And then I was in the back with one of my other prayer partners, and I look and I'm like, I cannot believe how many people are standing right now. There must have been 60 people if I had to count it. It was a lot. It's the most I think I've ever seen. Like, he'll have you stand up for something. Are you believing what God's going to say? And quite a few people are you really struggling with this? And then we all pray. But this was not that. It was to really clear. It was to bring the Lord in your heart. Then we start out the baptisms, and all these people went over and they did a quick little class. And the first one up was one of my friend's little boys, and he's 8. It was the most precious thing. I saw the video close up because I was in back, and he was crying as the pastor prayed over him and released things. He was so excited. But as he got up there, all of his little buddies from Sunday school all came up front. It reminded me of when we used to do the baptisms at Gravity, and we got to bring all the kids up, and they'd love to be around the baptism pool and watch everybody get baptized. It was just like amazing to them. And so to me, as I was looking at it, it's that childlike wonder, that childlike belief, that childlike, because they were just all so excited. I mean, it was just really amazing. So I just leave you with that. I just bless you all for that childlike faith and wonder. Oh, yeah. And then Sylvia, then she goes, everybody from here on, our other pastor, from here on, these people got all saved today and they're being baptized. and we had families, like a whole family. I don't think they got saved that day. I think they were planning on it, but it was a whole family. We had several like mothers and daughters. One, she had lost her son. Another, the son, they lost somebody else and the son. Anyway, I mean, there were some real like situations of grief, and they came to church, and that was their moment, and God moved, and they took the invitation. And like that has been a prayer I have had, is that we will have salvation people giving their hearts to the Lord and be baptized in the same day. And it was just a highlight for me to see that many. I mean, a lot of times you don't know, but I knew that I knew because I was back there praying, and I just felt really strong to be in the back. And when he asked it, I wasn't trying to do nosy rosy or anything, but I, but I could see it all. So it was just really amazing. Like it exceeded my expectations. And I would say my expectations of the God moments are pretty high. And I'm just like, okay, God. So I just want to bless you all, and wish you an amazing week. We'll be back on Friday. If you're not in Camp Gambini, go to Camp Gambini Community. It's a free community. We'll let you in, and we have Testimonial Tuesday tomorrow. Now, we do it in the post, but it's always really encouraging because people, it's not just sharing your testimony of how you came to the Lord, it's sharing your test and the moaning out of it, the test and the overcoming, the test that you've had in the but God's, the test that you had. And then Wednesday, we do Wednesday wins. It's really about more gratitude. Like, what are we grateful for? What are the things going great? And then Thursday is Throwdown Prayer Thursday. Now, I don't go live on any of those, but we all like community because it's about community. So blessings to you all. If you're not in Camp Gambini, just go type in Camp Gambini Community. You should see a little camp whole logo, and that is our free community. So we would love to grow more. And if you're in there, think of somebody you can invite. Blessings to you all. Bye.